Liberty University beach volleyball is not your average collegiate sport. When other teams go home for the summer, they're still on the court. While the mountains of Central Virginia aren't where you'd expect to find a beach, these players prove that it doesn't matter where you come from, but how you're able to adapt to the uniqueness of the game.
There's not a beach, it's just sand courts, so it is a bit different. It does give a bit of a challenge when we do go to the ocean front. There's, a little more wind maybe, stuff like that.
It took a while to get used to. It's 2-on-2, so it's a lot more personal. So it's just you and your partner the whole time. There are no subs. You kind of play every position and you get so many touches. So it's like the whole game is on you and your partner's shoulders, and it's such a team sport.
Like, it completely changes the game. You're slower, you don't jump as high, and you just have to be able to read everything a lot better because you're slower. I love having just like one partner because we just have to worry about each other, whereas before you had to be able to trust all 6 players on the court.
You have to be able to pick up different shots and read like where the player is coming from. In indoor, you kind of just set up around the block, so kind of just have your one spot, but outdoor you kind of have to be ready for anything.
While other athletes are training to someday play at the professional level, the beach volleyball team is getting the opportunity to train, learn, and play against the pros right now.
In beach, you have the opportunity to play against such good athletes, and it's difficult at times because you'll go out there and play them, and they'll beat you really bad, but you'll learn a lot.
There's this sense of, oh my gosh, they're so good, and look how good they are, and look how hard they can hit or how big they are. There's the intimidation factor, but then there's also, it's a lot of fun to play people that are that good.
It's crazy because the game is the exact same. It's just at such a higher level for the Olympics and the pros, but for us to be able to work on that stuff and then see it so close, travel to Virginia Beach and play against AVP players or NVL players, and then in California training with the Olympians.
It's really cool because it's humbling because the level of beach volleyball, people view it as a recreational sport, but when you really get down to it and you play doubles, 2-on-2, the true way to play beach, the level of play in that is crazy.
And while it's easy to get caught up in all the fun in the sun, this team keeps their focus on what's most important. They meet people where they are and use their passion for beach volleyball to share the love of Christ.
I compare it a lot to skiing and snowboarding, where the culture around beach volleyball isn't necessarily a godly culture.
Most players that you play against are kind of, it's like the Cali vibe or the coast vibes, where it's not very popular for them to be Christian athletes. So for us to go out there and just have a platform to just kind of show our faith and what we're all about, it's more about the game. It's more than the game of volleyball. It's about showing Christ's love.
Our faith makes it easier to just really trust each other, and being able to share that together makes it easier, and it makes it easier to respect the other team and all those things. I think that's a great way for us to witness, and people notice.
One of the things that we do is before every game, our partners will come together on the court and they'll just say a quick prayer.
The other team saw us doing that. They kind of came over and we got to talk to them a little about what we did and who we were, everything, because I don't think they usually see that when they play beach volleyball. So it was cool to be able to kind of show them who we are.
People already know a bit about Liberty as that Christian team, and I just think seeing the way we play and the sportsmanship we show out on the courts, I think they definitely see, Christ through us.
At tournaments, we're always just talking with the other teams, and we get to know each other, and they always have great things to say, and it helps us encourage us, because then we know that we're working very hard to be a witness for Christ, and it's nice to hear that it does pay off every once in a while.